to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Lydia Jane and I'm an artist, hence the name Lydia Jane Art. And today I'm going to be doing a little unboxing slash watch me use these materials, create some art with me with some incredible journals which I got in the mail, and I have been so excited to share them with you. And I finally have time to do it, and if you can't tell, here they are. The first one is actually a photo album, and this is real leather, genuine leather. But fun fact about photo albums, you can actually use them to store your smaller pieces of art because they have this beautiful covering that goes over them to protect them. So it's kind of like a portfolio as well, and it is just, I wish you could feel this. It feels so good. I don't know if you can see that, if it's gonna focus on it. I hope it does. Oh, it's really beautiful. So you've got each page separated by this beautiful protective paper. So very beautiful thick pages. You will see me storing things in here. Maybe I'll put some photos in. We'll do like a little drive-by, a little tutorial with this thing, but let's keep going. And then we'll do a little close-up of all of these. The next one, this next one, oh my goodness. Okay, so this piece is gorgeous for a few reasons. One is just this beautiful backing here. It's all leather. It's just incredible quality. And then inside, it's got these protective pages, which are hand ripped, so they're deckled. But the paper is cotton. It's 100% cotton paper, and writing with pencil on this feels like butter. Painting with watercolor, which is what I've done so far, is a little bit challenging, but at the same time, the effect that happens from it is absolutely worth working with a material that's just a little bit more sensitive, if you will. Can't wait to show you what's in this one. And this last one is one that I don't know how to describe it in a way to you that will properly explain how excited I am about this piece. So this is a full leather bound journal, and it comes in this beautiful box, which you can tell it's like an old map. It's got gold listening on it. It's just absolutely beautiful. When you open it up, it's got this nice little piece for you to open it up. And then inside, first off, is this gorgeous paper. And I will go through and show you all this, but there's this gorgeous paper inside. And it says handmade with love in Italy. And that's the beauty, another beautiful part about all of these pieces is they're all handmade. I don't know if you're the type of person that likes artisan, but if you like to shop local, or if you just like really good quality, this is Legatoria Coine is for you. It is absolutely amazing. So I just want to read you the first paragraph of this because this is inserted in Italian on one side and English on the other side. I'm assuming they have this for whatever language you're shipping it to. And it says, the article you've purchased is the fruit of patient craft work. It will come alive while you use it to communicate your thoughts with elegance and personality. It goes on, but I will not read all of it yet. But all right, so I'm gonna flip it around so you can see this. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Okay, so you open up the paper, and inside is a gorgeous leather-bound journal. Now let me take this out. Hear that crinkle? The joy. All right, so I don't know if you cannot obviously feel, but you can see this quality leather journal. They sent me, Legatoria Coine sent me their largest size. So if you are an artist, I would definitely recommend this size so that you can get your full creativity out. But if you're someone who likes to travel on the go, they have smaller versions as well. But if you can see this, it comes with this little leather tie, so you can untie it. And it has their little Legatoria Coine, which is also printed on really nice paper. That's another reason why I love this company, is because of the details. I mean, even their tag is incredible quality paper, which, I mean, come on, who makes their tags gorgeous? Legatoria Coine does, but that's artists for you though. And I feel like that's something that I do, which is to try to make what I do beautiful. And I don't always have the means to do that because I'm not like an incredibly well-known artist yet. Although my work is getting in galleries, so that's a plus. But, you know, it's not like I can afford all the best quality stuff yet, but what I can have is pursuing quality in everything that I do. And that is why I was so thrilled when Legitor Cornet was willing to send me some of these journals because they're just incredible quality. All right, so back to the journal. So you flip this beautiful thing open. It keeps everything safe inside. So if you're someone who likes to keep a few different scraps or notes, or if you use this as a journal, you can keep everything safe and not slipping out, just like that, which is amazing. And then you open it up, and it just smells good. I don't know if you're one of those people that just when you open something up, it just, you know it's good quality because of the smell, but sometimes I do that. And there's just all these sheets of paper, beautifully bound in hand quality. There's also a bookmark, which is right here, so you can pull it out. And of course, you know, it's just really nice to not have to flip to it, or you could keep it on a specific page if you were trying to reference it for somebody, all kinds of things. So I'm gonna do a little run through of what it was like painting on that black leather bound 100% cotton paper, and then show you guys a sketch that I've been working on in this, which is its first maiden voyage in the sketchbook. So I'm very excited to show you guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. All right, so first things first, I wanted to show you all this beautiful leather journal a little more close up so that you can see all the details and just how beautifully bound it is. I mean, look at this deckled edge. I don't know if you're someone who likes these kind of details, but for me, oh, they're beautiful. All right, so this is the big one. This is their largest size, although they do custom. So if you wanted it bigger, that's absolutely something you can order, but this is their largest non-custom size, and then they also have smaller sizes as well. And then when you first open it up, I mean, just look at this. This is really good quality thick paper that will keep everything safe inside. Have their little tag, which you can take out, but I'm just leaving that in for now. And then this first page, this is where I painted with watercolor, and this is the pen and ink. So I will say, erasing is a little bit more challenging on 100% cotton paper, but if you have ever used other types of materials as an artist, you know that it just takes time to get used to it, to use it. And I will say the final effect of this is absolutely stunning. I will definitely be painting more watercolor on this type of paper because I really love how it looks, and it also feels really good. And honestly, if I was buying an art piece and it said it came on 100 cotton paper, you can tell. Like, you can tell this quality paper. So absolutely love it. And then writing with my, I used a Faber-Castell Food Nasuko pen, and that was really nice on this. So definitely loved how this turned out. And this is just a quote by Da Vinci: "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication." And I would say that too about these types of journals. You know, it's not like they come with, you know, pre-made templates or all these bells and whistles and all this stuff. Like, there's a lot of things in here that it doesn't come with, but it's just the journal. It's just the quality paper. It's just the quality leather. And I don't say just in the sense like, oh, this is only it. I'm saying it's simple and it's elegant and it's stunning. So that is the leather one. And then I am so excited to do a little bit more close up of this because I just think, I mean, look at the box. Look at that beautiful design on this. It's so pretty. Here we have our Italy box. I just think boxes like this, they're just so cute. You know, I don't mind it if a company does not have a box. I really don't at all. But when it does come with really nice packaging, it's just a plus. It's just a really cute plus. All right, so, and also the reason why I had asked them, you know, if they could send me a journal that potentially is in the box is because when I visited Italy, I bought one of their journals. I only bought two, and one I gifted, but I kept the box of that journal just because I thought it was so cute, and also I needed it to keep my clay sculptures that I made in Italy safe. So here we are. This is their leather journal. I love this little detail here.
It just is so cute. Handmade with love in Italy, L'Editore Con, and that's their press. I just think it's so cute. I love that so much. All right, so then this is the paper that it's wrapped in. And I take this beautiful journal out. Ah, it's just so pretty. Oh my goodness. It also came with that piece of paper that describes about the journal, like I told you. And actually, it might be kind of nice to kind of read that to you guys. I think it's super beautiful and quite lovely. So I already read that first part to you, but as far as we know, the first forms of writing date back to 5,000 years ago. The people of Syria, Babylon, Egypt, and China already used the most varied materials such as clay and wax. Tablets and long rolls of papyrus up to 40 meters. They used simple tools to write, such as animal bones, bamboo, and so on. While inks were made from soot and colors obtained from plants and other organic substances. The goose quill will be introduced later in the 5th or 6th century by Christian monks who wanted to hand down Christian doctrines and left the first manuscripts of Western civilization. Thanks to the quill, writing became fluid and easily adaptable to various personal styles, giving rise to calligraphy, the art of beautiful writing. The evolution of mankind is due to writing and to the possibility of recording human knowledge and transmitting feelings, emotions, and images. Magic. All right, so then let's open this beautiful piece up and then I will show you the sketch that I'm working on. I just think also the process of opening the journal is almost like a transition, right? So when you're untying this, it's like you're transitioning into a creative world. You're transitioning into a creative space. And transitions can be very important times for artists because we're moving from one thing to the next, different projects. And this is just kind of a way to pause and remind ourselves we're moving to the next phase, which is our creative space, if you will. And I love this leather flap. I just think that's really neat. So beautiful, stunning. And this, so I always leave this very first page to write a quote or to do a little embellishment of just who gave it to me or, you know, when, the season, all that stuff. And then the next page, I always leave blank until I'm ready to do something that I am very excited and passionate about for the first page. So I like to leave the first page blank until I'm ready to do that. It also allows me to move on past any of that first page blank page jitters, if you will. So I don't know if that helps anyone else, but okay, am I gonna show you? Am I gonna show you? Am I gonna show you? Okay, here it is. All right, so this is the sketch that I've been working on. I found this image actually on Pinterest and I will put the link in there so you can see it. But I just really like this image because when I was living in Italy studying art, there were so many different beautiful archways that were just constantly leading to more experiences of joy and more beauty. And so I wanted this to kind of express that. And so I'm not done with it yet, but I actually kind of like it unfinished. So I may do a charcoal painting or maybe like a very loose oil painting like this, maybe watercolor, but I'm not sure if I would like that. But anyway, so that's what we have here. And I actually thought it would be kind of neat to do a little bit of that with you guys right now. So one of the things that can be really fun for some artists and not fun for other artists is the repeating details, such as this brickwork here. I am one where it kind of depends, you know. I think that there are certain pieces where I just get excited about it because I know it calls for it. And so I'm ready to kind of take that on. And then other pieces, I'm like, do I really need to do that? You know, does this need to happen? Because you just think, is this necessary detail? And sometimes the reason why we're not thrilled about it is because that is not a necessary detail. And I think it's important to pay attention to those types of things as artists. Now, obviously, if it's a commission piece, you definitely want to put in what the client has asked you to put in. And I'm just going to kind of move to actually darken some of this stuff. This is a bush that was one of those beautiful cypress trees that they have in Italy. And of course, you know, you want this to be close, so, or to be appearing closer, so you want it to be darker. I had the idea potentially of going over all of this in like a wash of watercolor, which I still might do, but I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys would be interested in seeing, or if you kind of like, no, leave that alone. I like the sketching videos. As always, if this is kind of the work that you like to see, you like to see art, you know, reviews. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a lot of, well, I may do material reviews. Honestly, sometimes it's really fun because I really like watching them. And then I also love seeing someone who is an artist in their studio talking about materials and what they like to use and all that kind of stuff. So if those are the type of things that you like, I would love it if you would let me know, because it just helps me to know what kind of content you guys are interested in. Because as I'm trying to grow this channel, I would really like to offer like live classes and stuff like that, but I can't do it until I have a certain number of subscribers. So I have to grow the channel in order for me to be able to offer that. So maybe hit the like and subscribe button if that's something you're interested in seeing in the future. But anyways, the detail part is just something that is kind of, some people really like the repeating details. Some people find them, you know, distracting, unnecessary, all that kind of stuff. I'm someone who it sort of depends. Sometimes I absolutely like, give me those repetitive details all day, and I will sit here and, you know, do all these crazy little details. And then other times you're not going to find me doing them. I am going to give you like a hint of them, and then I'm going to leave the rest blank with a textured painting background. So that's one way to do it. If you're an artist who, or you're trying to get into art and you're trying to finish a piece, but there's just a lot of details in it, find a way to hint at what you're doing and to suggest it without doing all of it. So, and for instance, if you wanted to draw brickwork, you would draw like a few pieces of brickwork like this, but not do all of it, because you could just connect a few of them. And then that way, what you've done is you've suggested the brickwork. So you know it probably continues here, but it's not done. But you keep that wash of color over all of it to allow the viewer to know and to fill in that there is more there, but it's not all completed. And so I feel like those types of things are really helpful as tools that we have in our toolbox as artists. You know, we don't always have to do all the detail. And in fact, really, I mean, that's part of where artistic sensitivities and choices come in, where some artists will do hyper realistic and that's like their jam, you know, and they will do that. And those artists are incredible to me because they can sit and paint for, you know, hours on end, weeks on end, days on end, you know, or coloring in specific details, and like that's their jam. I think that's amazing. It's not necessarily my jam. I used to think I wanted it to be, but after a little while I realized that's just not, I'm not gonna sit and do that for hours on end every day. I have so many projects that I wanna work on that the idea of working on just one specific project for like 5 years, like one painting, I won't do. I don't have the patience to work on one painting for 5 years. Only, I mean, I guess maybe if I was working on a few different ones at the same time, I could definitely do that. Like if someone offered me a beautiful mural painting that I knew was going to take 5 years, 100%. I would definitely do that. But anyways, back to this drawing. I think it's really fun to work on pieces that don't have a whole lot of, like it's just for fun. It's just for practice, you know? And we need to do that as artists, because if you are just doing work that is commission work, I was listening to one of the artists I like to follow, Brooke Cormier. She was saying that as artists, we need to experiment, and that like we don't have to be so hard on ourselves when we're not painting in a specific style for a certain period of time or whatever, because that's okay. We should be exploring and growing, and not to say anything against those who do already have an established style. Absolutely, like, and go for that. But for those of us who, you know, are constantly experimenting and like pushing the boundaries on different things, like that's okay. And I don't know, I just found that encouraging because that's kind of how I feel sometimes, but I hadn't had anyone else who was making it in the art world really say that before, so it was nice. Anyways, so I was just working on a couple of the details here. If this is the type of work that you like to watch, or you want to see me make something else, I would love to know in the comments. So comment below. Let me know what you liked about this piece, or if you have comments, or if you have questions, or if you have something that you're working on, let me know. I would love to hear about it in comments. And we'll see you next time.